Hey everyone, it's Zach. In the last recording, we did not do so well. We ended up 1 and 2 for the video, and we have been using a G-Max Lappers team that I took to A-Drive's Champion Cup. It's a little bit of an older team, so I have been struggling with it. But we're going to see what we can do with it today. This is the Hope for Master Ball series, and we are still at rank 9. Maybe I should have named this Hope for Ultra Ball. And we have found an opponent to start with today. And there's a lot of things going on with this team. I'm worried about, like, you have the option for Trick Room. Let's try something different. Give Dusclops the fake out option on Raichu. This might be tough because you do have a lot of options to work in Trick Room. Let's see if my opponent went for it. Okay. So let's just go ahead and fake out the Mandibuzz, because if anything, we see a taunt coming from Mandibuzz, and then we'll get Trick Room up. Mud Shot. So I just want to target down this Milotic because I think it could be a problem, because usually when a Milotic carries Mud Shot, it is a Dynamax option that gets defense boost off. And we'll see the taunt come out from the Mandibuzz, which is why I chose to lead Raichu. And we'll just see a Muddy Water. But Raichu will survive. So hopefully we don't miss the Thunder. The Thunderbolt, actually. Okay. And we get the Paralysis, which is good. So I think this time we're going to go for the Mandibuzz. And we'll just keep Nightshading into the Milotic to chip it down. And Milotic is paralyzed. And we'll see a foul play come out from the Mandibuzz. And we'll see a berry from Mandibuzz. Unfortunately, this Dusclops has no form of recovery. And I don't want to jinx it, but thankfully we haven't seen a move miss from either of my Pokemon yet. Watch, this will be the one. But we will be able to take out the Milotic. And we'll see the foul play come out. And take out the Mandibuzz as well. Ooh. Are we still taunted? We are still taunted, and there's one more turn of Trick Room. So let's get some damage off and try to nuzzle the Durant, even though we should just see the... Okay, the Durant protects. So you're just going to take this opportunity to knock out both of my Pokemon. Or at least the Raichu. So I think here we have to try to Will-O-Wisp the Durant. We got to get a boost on our Rhyperior. We should see the Durant Dynamax. I figured they were keeping Durant in the back, especially the fact that they didn't Dynamax at the beginning, where the Milotic was definitely an option to get a special like defense boost with Max Quake. And we just have to hope that our Rhyperior lives this. And it outspeeds the opposing Rhyperior. This is going to be a tough one. So we are going to see the Max Steel Spike. And we do live. And both of these Pokemon are going to get a defense boost. That does nothing to the Rhyperior. We probably will activate a weakness policy. There it is. Alright, this isn't looking good. There goes our Rhyperior. Fudge. Okay, and we get the Will-O-Wisp off on the Durant. Can't really imagine what we do at this point. Definitely think you focus on the NDD here. So we're just going to keep going into the Rhyperior because it's slower, and we're going to Ally Switch. We'll see a Max Steel Spike come out. And you predicted it. You either predicted it or you knew that either way you were going to hit one of my Pokemon. And we almost take out Rhyperior. And we have no form of recovery. So let's just try to burn the Rhyperior. Dusclops actually lives. And we'll get a special attack drop. Rock Wrecker. That was a flex. You know what? Let's switch it up a little. Where are my Whimsacotts? No, I got more than one. I should be looking at berries. Do I have an extra berry? I don't get a lot of those, actually. And I do. Let's try this. Because Sableye was not working. And then you can get a peek at the team I was working on. And we're back down. Oh. What do we do about this? Who gets the berry? We'll do a mental herb. That's how we make this team better. Do we? That way we can't be taunted. Okay, let's try this again. Team switch. Mid-episode. Probably won't help. So, Sableye, you could have double Intimidate with Gyarados and Incineroar, but I want to say it's probably Moxie on the Gyarados. You have nothing that really threatens fairies, though. Sableye Leafeon. I want to say we see a sunny day come out. I am worried about the eject button. Well, you would sunny day before you tricked, right? You honestly don't need to, though. So we'll see the Tailwind go up. And sunny day, okay. So max Steel Spike. And you'll go into the Alcremie. Reasonable. And we do good damage on the Leafeon. I think here we just get an Intimidate off. Let's do that. I don't think it's a good idea to Dynamax Alcremie at this point. So we'll see another Max Steel Spike come out. And that'll take out Alcremie. And knock off. Let's max flare into the Leafeon. My Arcanine's pretty bulky though. I know I don't have my berry anymore, but will Helping Hand. Sableye will taunt. No, no, no. Okay, and we're able to deal with the Leafeon. But at what cost? Do we still have Tailwind? We have one more turn of Tailwind. You have to fake out the Whimsacott though. Okay, let's hit this Sableye. Quash. Parting Shot, so you're just going to keep rotating and intimidates. That does actually affect us though, because it did bring down our special attack, and this Arcanine is a special attacker. And now we'll see Gyarados come out. We will get a special defense drop on the Sableye and the Gyarados, but we do lose I went Muddy Water on Milotic because I'm worried about getting hit with a taunt, and that didn't happen though. So we'll probably just see a knockout come from the Sableye. And thankfully the sun being up was able to negate some of that damage that the Gyarados is dealing. I think here Milotic gets faked out, but it is competitive, so we do get a boost on our special attack. And this Gyarados is -2 on special defense, I believe. So we'll just try to get a coil off, and we are going to swap in the Whimsacott, and if the Whimsacott survives, we will get up Tailwind, and then we'll be able to cycle in another Intimidate. So we will see the Fake Out come out. Okay. And Whimsacott's able to live. So from here, we're going to Coil and Tailwind. Because both of these Pokemon are physical attackers. Not to mention, after we get a Coil off, Hypnosis will be a little better. Hurricane, but the attack misses. Okay. And we'll see a Flare Blitz come out from the Incineroar, which will knock out the Whimsacott. Take some health from Incineroar. But Milotic will be untouched and have a chance to heal. We'll get another Intimidate off. You know what? Let's Hypnosis and we'll Heat Wave, even though it's not doing much. Gyarados should have enough drops and special defense where it still did something, yeah. And we land the Hypnosis on the Gyarados, which will protect the Arcanine. We'll probably see a close combat come out on the Incineroar. Parting Shot. He does know he just Parting Shot a competitive Pokemon, right? Why would you do that? That's no smart. We're +5 on Milotic. We're just gonna Muddy Water and Protect. Battle was canceled. They realized what they did. He Parting Shot the Milotic and he was just like, I made an oopsie. And just noped out of there. Alright, let's get one more, see if we can grab another win with this team. I feel a lot better than I did with Sableye. The Sableye, I mean, like, it's a good strategy for, like, Eject Button, but, like, at this point in the metagame, it's so predictable. I probably would have been better off, like, running Quash on Sableye. But then, like, I could put a Focus Sash on it. Who has my Focus Sash? I don't think I have a Focus Sash on this team. Werepossum at rank 9. And we see the Dragapult Colossal matchup. Ooh. How do we even handle this? There's no good way to go against this team. You'll probably bring Gastrodon because you see the Milotic. But I mean, I never bring Milotic to something where I see a Gastrodon. Dragapult Colossal. So this Dragapult's probably sashed. Do you Light Screen turn 1 though? No, we'll see the Dynamax, so they're probably going to go into just the Surf. The best thing that could happen is if it's not sashed, we can OHKO it. But most of these teams are running a sash Dragapult. And it's still faster. See the weakness policy go off. And we bring the Dragapult down to its sash. So I think here we have to hope that they don't double in to the Excadrill. They'll bring it down to sash. Okay, and we're able to knock out the Colossal. So there's a big problem off our plate. And it didn't even rock, so we're not going to take any more chip damage. And you set up light screen. Okay, so I do think we weakened high horsepower. But who do you have in the back? You should have brought Gastrodon. There's a Gastrodon. And Togekiss. So how many turns of Tailwind do we have? We have 2 more turns of Tailwind. The thing I'm worried about though is, like, we have a Rotom-O in the back. Like, Gastrodon's not our problem at this point. What it is the Togekiss. So yeah, Gastrodon protects predictably. No Berry. And we'll G-Max Finale. And we will just keep healing back with Excadrill. So at this point, it's a bop. Because I have 1 more turn of Tailwind. You already used your Protect. So high horsepower, Giga Drain into the Gastrodon. It does 50%. And we don't see a Rendo Berry. So that must have been more of an offensive Gastrodon. I mean, as much as I would love, like, Focus Sash, Weakness Policy. I have Papa. So 2 Yawns on the team. I forget who used this team. One of the big VGC YouTubers definitely used that team before. So usually I cut it off at 3 matches, but I'm feeling lucky. We're going against Connor at a rank 9. And we have a team that's actually really Excadrill weak. What are your answers for Milotic? Energy Ball on Whimsacott, but Max Lightning, Thunderbolt on Duraludon. I think this is a match where we Gigantamax Excadrill, because most Sylveons have been slower, whether your Pixie Plate, our Choice Specs, our Throat Spray. And the thing is, like, you have 4 fairies on your team and you can only have 1 Burberry Berry. So Sash on the Whimsacott. Maybe you have a Crit Kiss. So Sash on the Whimsacott, Crit Kiss. Throat Spray. Duraludon on Whimsacott. Okay. So we need to get the Tailwind up here, regardless. And we just have to max Quake into the Duraludon. It will take 1 though, but we will get a special defense boost. Unfortunately, in this situation, like, the Excadrill's like item is useless. We should be able to not go down to Focus Sash after the first hit. So you would draw Duraludon. Arcanine, okay. So Intimidate goes off. Good cycle. But we're going to get some good damage off on that Arcanine, even though we're intimidated. And if we would have Swords Dance turn 1, that would have been ugly. So we're going to Tailwind. We'll get the Max Quake off. And we're still able to one-shot the Arcanine, so that's good. And we will get a special defense boost on both of these Pokemon. And Trick Room. Nice play. So we should still be able to manage this, because even if you do set up a situation where you can one-shot the Excadrill, I'm Sash, so I decided to Helping Hand, just so whatever they decide to hit that Excadrill with, I'm able to hit back just a little harder. What are you doing, my bro? Okay. So I think here I Steel Spike into the Togekiss. And do you just switch out to Duraludon again? And I Moonblast the Togekiss as well. Okay, so we'll see a Dynamax on the Togekiss, which means it's either a weakness policy or probably crit kiss, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see a Max Flare come out. Max Guard. What are you doing? I mean, like, yes, you effectively stalled out my Dynamax, but you also are stalling out your own Trick Room. So I think we definitely at this point have to preserve the Excadrill, especially because its Focus Sash didn't get propped at all, and it took no damage. So I think at this point, like, we do really have to like conserve it. And you're going to Fake Tears the Milotic, but that is going to boost it. And Max Airstream. Ooh. Crit Kiss. Was that a crit? So there's one more turn of Trick Room, and I want to see my best possible move is landing a Blind Hypnosis. And you're just going to Max Guard. Okay, so we take out the Whimsacott. But that just brings in the Duraludon. This guy's playing so weird. So I think at this point, I have to use my own Tailwind. And go for some damage if I can somehow. Okay, so you're gonna yawn. And that does decent damage. And we see that the Duraludon is Life Orb. But Milotic went before it. That Togekiss is +1. Who do you protect, though? I think you protect the Togekiss. Oh, you protect the Duraludon. Okay, you do no damage on the Excadrill, though. And you're not handling this Milotic at all. And I think I'm just going to keep going to damage with Milotic. Intimidate will go off, but both of these Pokemon are special attackers. Okay, and you go for the Air Slash. And Thunderbolt. So their Tailwind petered out. But this Togekiss is still +1. And we have one more turn. I want a Swords Dance, but I honestly can't risk it. We'll drop their special attack. And get the Iron Head off. And we'll just see a Dragon Pulse come out. And prop the berry. So I think now we just Snarl again and high horsepower. And the battle will be canceled. Okay, so Whimsacott on this team is a game changer. And I definitely think overall, like, I'm playing it better this time around now that I have more experience with the team. Than all the better people have already made it into Master Ball. So, choice specs. Leg Clay, so you were a Screens. Grimmsnarl. Lumberry. Life Orb. Figgy and Focus, so no Babiri Bear whatsoever. So that was just such a good Excadrill match. And they played so much around avoiding Excadrill, which they did very well. But I was still able to get momentum off from them just being very passive. So I'm going to pause this one. I'm actually going to keep it going because I'm on a win streak. And if you don't know, if you're on a win streak, you will gain more progress as you go. So you guys can see the rest in the next episode. But anyways, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But tell me why in the comments below. Now that I've made a change in the team, what can I do to make this team even better? You can also talk about that in the comments below. I would love a conversation about that. While you're down there, if you want, you can subscribe. I'm trying to get daily content on the channel, especially now that it's summer and I have a little more free time. So go ahead and subscribe if you like the video if you want. Talk to me down below in the comments. But anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you guys in the next one.